put something together. I gotta put something together. Oh, premium. Oh, we ain't gonna worry about that then, Twitter. What's going on, beautiful people? It's your host, Drake B. Drake with Everythang Culture, the podcast for all cultures, the podcast for the purpose. And this evening, Sunday evening, we come to you with another Sunday Night Live. I know it's been some time that you ain't seen us on a certain platform, but our apologies. We're gonna work on fixing that, okay? But I am Drake and Everything Culture. If you're new here, welcome. Our foundation is love and understanding. Jesus. And our pillars come from the words of Dr. Martin King Jr. Our pillars are respect, communication, and consistency. But our mission statement comes from the words of Dr. Martin King Jr., which is he believed that men hate each other because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because of segregation. And because of segregation, we have miscommunication. So we created this platform, once again, on the pillars of respect, communication, and consistency so we can get to know each other, so we can love one another. But yeah, we are here. We are here. And tonight we will have a fun one. Okay. We're using a new platform. We're on StreamYard now. We're trying something new. We're trying something new. So I'm be inviting my folks up. I'm learning how to use banners and things. Okay. This is new. Okay. I'm a rock with. I'm a rock with. But all in all, I'm grateful to be back. It's been a busy year. Okay. It's been a unique year. Okay. But we're here to pull it all together. So let me see. Let me see. We got some folks in the not in the audience. We got some folks backstage. Let's start bringing it up. We got Shan, Jada, and Lo. Oh, okay. Look. This is new. This is new. I like it. In the middle. Look at all this all come together. Mm-mm-mm. How y'all beautiful people doing tonight?
Dandy.
Dandy. Like
I'm
dandy.
okay.
Yo, okay, we got somebody. Okay, we got somebody dandy. Okay. Yeah, oh, love maybe she probably got to change her name. That's what I'm. I know how I go. Oh, so they trying to stream. Oh, how do I fix this? They trying to stream me on my. Um, can I move my face around a little bit? They doing a double stream. I don't want to do the vertical one.
What's the vertical one for?
I think for the phone.
That's cute.
I know, right? Listen, I'm just trying this new thing out. We're gonna make it come together. Like butt cheeks. Okay. But how y'all week been? What's been good with you?
My week has been um just routine.
Mm,
Not because I want to be where I'm at, just because I gotta be.
gotta
Uh,
do what we gotta do, baby.
Looking forward to Friday, and then by the time Sunday comes, just like that wasn't enough time.
But you're being awesome doing it. I'm proud of you. Okay.
Work. Thank you. I only worked 2 days this week, so it's Anya's birthday. I went
Ooh,
and took my
happy birthday, Anya.
she in the living room.
Hold on. Anya, was she hitting?
12.
I was about to say 12.
I know.
You got one more year, baby. You got one more year.
Keep me in your prayers,
Gosh.
please.
Teenage. What's up, Bo? The teenager is serious, man.
I know.
And with your personality, with your spirit in
Man,
her. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah,
pray for me.
Oh my goodness. Oh
I'm
my
trying to
goodness.
find a way to respectfully communicate how my week has been.
Listen, my new thing is whenever she says something rude or sassy, I tell her how amazing she is.
Mm. Giving that positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she'd be like, I know you don't.
It takes practice.
Yeah.
Woosah, baby. Sorry, I'm mixing my drink up a little bit more. Ooh. Somebody need to change that that
I hear
smoke
it.
detector.
It ain't
That
mine.
bad. Y'all know who we get down over here. Let's not act surprised. I'm just safety first, baby. Safety first. But now, man, my week's been interesting. Um, Had a successful weekend, I would say. Been watching some good stuff on television. Um, I finished The Righteous Gemstones. Oh my goodness. Great show. Great show.
Great time with that.
10 out of 10. I highly recommend. Hilarious stuff. Um, Out of pocket. Once again, extremely out of pocket, extremely inappropriate. But a lot of Wang in it. Let me tell you that
Oh God.
for real. But it's a good storyline, good conversation with people. I love it. Then we have what else? Been watching Welcome to Dairy. Been enjoying that. Soon as we hop over here, off of here, I'm with dinner, watching Welcome to Dairy, and doing a little bit of work in here. Trying. I'm with downloading finally Final Cut Pro. Going to work that. Investing more with the platform so we continue to get the good stuff out to y'all because it's a lot of crazy stuff happening out here in the community, y'all.
Mm.
A whole lot of crazy stuff. But before I go further, I gotta ask. I asked this on TikTok, but I gotta ask y'all. So, if I was out and about, okay.
Mm.
Actually, I was not. I went to Papa John's. I was hungry.
Mm.
I wanted to eat something that's gonna fill me up. Pause.
Mm.
And I wanted to do it on the budget. All right. So I like let me just order a pizza. Ordered it online. They had discounts, half off, largest bed. Let's make it happen. So I get to the spot, order my pizza, everything going swimmingly, everything going well. Okay. Hey, Brittany. But while I'm ordering it, no, I ordered it, I take it to the car. And the type of hunger I like, I don't like eating in the car when I can avoid it, excuse me. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna grab a piece and I'm gonna eat it outside the car. Okay. Smart, cool stuff. I'm eating it and I see this potentially underhoused couple walking towards my direction. And I'm like, ugh. So I said maybe they just walking. They mind their business. They ain't looking at me. They were looking right at me. So they came over and like, hey, it was a diverse couple. Um, and they were like, hey, brother, if you can spare a little something. I don't always carry a lot of cash on me, but I had $4 cash on my to my hand, 3 to 4, I think $4. And but without hesitation, while eating the pizza, eating the pizza, hit a four. Here you go, brother, man. God bless you, y'all. Take care. And he's like, thank you. And he's like, turn his back, about to walk off. Brittany, we're gonna be talking about a lot tonight. I'm talking about giving and boundaries right now. But he's trying to walk off, but his lady was like, that piece of show look good. And I was like, and it does. I'm eating. She was like, "Oh, I got any more? Where you get that from?" I like right over there at that Papa John's, walking distance. You got it. I tell my peoples this. They say I'm greedy. They say I'm wrong. I'm like, what? They say I should have gave them the rest of my large pizza. I'm like, yeah, do y'all know me? If there's a feature to zoom in on this, I haven't learned it yet. But hold on, do y'all
I
know me?
personally don't think you should have gave them the rest of your large. You gave them what you could in that particular well, what you want to and what you could and what you were willing to give.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
anything outside of that, that's one up to you. And then secondly, it's the if you felt like giving them the rest of your large and you only had because I think you said you was on slice number one. That's
Just
up to
slice
you.
one. I just grabbed one slice.
I
I was,
personally wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. But you did. You did your Christianly duty. You helped.
yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I was doing a good thing, but it's like it's no win. I'm like, I gave him my money and I'm being positive, but I the best way I can put it. You know how much I gotta love you to share my food with you.
Me too.
You understand? I got my boo right here. When it took years for my wife to ask for something off my plate for me to be like, okay, here you go.
Yeah.
I, I tell Eli that everything every day. Like you better. I love you, and it shows.
I don't think they understand it though. I don't think they even know. Man, I don't. But that was a little bit of experience. I like, what can a brother do? I be trying to be kind and loving, but some people still go. And that's kind of like, no matter what, you can't make people happy at times. You can't make everybody happy. But I wish the best for them folks still too, and know your boundaries. Cause if you keep giving, you ain't gonna have that. You gotta have a little bit of something for yourself. But the brother had to eat. So the follow up with that, the question I have for my people right here: Christmas holidays are here. Okay, Thanksgiving is in 4 days, y'all. Four. You got your turkeys. Y'all ready for the dressing? Y'all ready for the sauce? Y'all ready for the potato? We can go over all the stuff y'all cooking and all. Are y'all cooking and y'all being fed?
I'm being fed.
Okay. Okay.
I'm being fed.
Mm, blessings. I'm doing a
I
little bit
just
of
feel
both.
like you gotta be bringing in some cash to be cooking for a group of people, which I am grateful for. But I'm just like, with them groceries, I ain't cooking nothing.
That's what's supposed to be teamwork, baby.
I'm not cooking nothing.
You ain't supposed to do it by yourself.
Mm.
We could be with family, and things of
Like
nature.
I
Looking
said
forward to them.
last Sunday, I got you on mixing the drinks.
Mm.
Not I'm not cooking.
I might take that man's bottle of Hennessy to my brother's.
Bring something. I like, but what man are we referring to? Like,
X,
you sharing that liquor. He's trying to
X
put it in
number
you.
6 is barely used. I don't drink it.
What? Yeah, yeah. Show up with a bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So, I may be doing the brisket. Yeah, I know how I
Okay.
do it. I may be putting it together. Brisket's a little expensive right now, though.
Oh yeah.
Everything a little expensive, but if I find one a good price, I whip it up. I got to get the seasoning. I got plenty of the pellets and the wood, but yeah, we'd be good. We'd be good. So, things even gonna fly by. We go eat good, get a little merry, get a little sleepy. Okay. Y'all make sure to walk around with your people. Get some exercise in there while you stuffing your face.
Oh, I ain't do no exercising on that day. But the day after, I'll be back in there.
Yeah, I've been proud of you, Shane. I've been seeing you working out. Hello,
Yeah,
Nakira.
6 days a week.
Mm.
I can't tell you what I lost because every time I turn around and put a new battery in, that goddamn scale's dead. What is that
but
about? I don't even be on it like that.
but
Yeah,
honestly,
my
you probably
my
go
working out
gain
is
weight
I'm gonna be at the
because when you're
space
working
table.
out and you're building muscle, you're going
Yes.
to get more muscles heavier than fat.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, I'm gonna be at that space table. That's my form of working out.
At the what table?
The space table.
I'm done.
Can you play Space Jay?
Yes,
I cannot play spades. And
I'm gonna
I
ask this again. Do you know? Are you good at Space Jay?
I'm a novice. I'm sitting at the beginner space table. I'm not sitting at the one where it's gonna be money. Cause
Money.
no, yes,
Money.
yeah.
What?
And I was what was communicated to me and other people. It's gonna be multiple space tables. My sister bought multiple decks of cards. Whichever one that is not you got to come up off some money on. That's where I'm gonna be. If all of them got money, I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna look over my cousin's shoulder, but I know what not to say anything.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna be at the space table today. Well, that day, and one of my friends supposed to be coming over, so she's gonna be my partner.
Okay. 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 I rock with it. I rock with it. I know for sure. I look forward to just. I just want to see my family, love them, hug on them, laugh with them, and all that. That is my main goal and priority. So sorry. Excuse me, y'all. Almost took me out. Um, but one thing I know is I just want to be with our own family and my good people. That's the main thing I want and desire. Oh my gosh. So, right after Thanksgiving, we got Christmas coming up. Okay.
Hmm.
And the question I have for y'all, Do y'all believe no matter what, kids should receive gifts for Christmas?
Yes.
Mm,
Might not be what you want, but it might be something you need.
mm.
But I think with kids, it's very important to always display to them um, the meaning of why you're together and you're giving or receiving. Not necessarily, oh, you didn't give me what I wanted or what I asked for. And it's hard if you're around other people and um, kids getting, and then you don't get anything, and it's like you have to prepare them for that and how that might feel. And it's almost like you get something, but it's not gonna be something that you want. Like even the girls, like I've told them, I said, so they were like, so what we so we getting nothing this year? I said, it's not that you not getting nothing. You tell me three things you would like, and I will never tell you which of those three things I'm getting. And that thing might be under the tree, but that's about it. Don't look for a plethora of things. And I think the older they get, it's about honesty and the realization that you have everything you need. And that's not really what it's about. But I think for a lot of people's kids this year, it's going to be very revealing of where their parents are at,
Mm-hmm.
especially because a lot of kids don't get to see parents use the paper money. They get to see them tap or swipe, and they just think it's just always there. And so a lot of people are gonna get the realization of something they've never had any before. So it's just gonna
Yeah.
be interesting, but it's a conversation to have um with your kids. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. Jaya. Oh, and once again, the question, y'all: should kids always receive a gift for Christmas, no matter what?
I agree with Shane, and part and majority of that, and part of it is because that's how I was raised. It was some years we had extravagant and big big Christmases, and some it was just like, okay, well, write a list of what you want. We'll work on it. But if anything, we gonna get what we need. They gonna wrap it up, be like, "That's your Christmas present," and then we'll get a gift card, maybe. I think, to me, especially now that I have a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure Eli his presents that he's gonna quote unquote open up is gonna be what he needs. And for my nieces, they're 8, so it's just like, TT don't really have it like that. I'm gonna give y'all what y'all need or what I can afford, and it's just gonna be that I still love you. And if you get it on Christmas, yay. If you get it after Christmas, extra yay. It's just it builds up the anticipation on when you finally get it.
Okay. 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 And I appreciate y'all sharing with me about that and sharing with us. And I, I'm the type of person. I grew up in poverty. I didn't always have a extravagant Christmas, but I always got usually something because, to my knowledge, if you behaved well, you got something. And I'm thinking more of the some kids are have some poor behaviors. Okay, some kids like that's how I'm trying to think how what traditions and what's the foundation that people have for Christmas. Is Jesus the reason for the season?
Mhm.
Okay, are we celebrating his birthday? Even though I heard he was a Virgo, but and then after that, see, some of these kids has really poor behaviors. I mean, like getting suspended, cursing teachers, cursing our parents, not doing the step by step things we should do, as a child, not minding, not behaving. Because one, that was Santa Claus. If you were not, you had a naughty and a nice list. Am I tripping?
Mhm.
You're
I'm
correct.
tripping. Okay.
No,
Look,
you're very
You're
correct.
not tripping.
okay.
Right.
So we had a naughty and a nice list. What is considered being naughty and nice? Or is everybody nice?
No, everybody was not nice.
And I occasionally saw some folks that they have what I call spoiled, but I think everybody want to spoil their kids. But spoiling is such a problematic factor that we have in society now. I know you want to spend it, but if your kid just got suspended and is failing all their grades, what are
Right.
they doing with a PS5?
Right.
Like, why are you even sending the list? Because if Santa Claus was actually real, he wouldn't get you shit. You would have coal under your in your stocking.
What's so funny is Anya's birthday
I'm good, Charles.
is Wednesday, and I had got her a vanity for her room because she's just at that age where she's spending more time in the bathroom, and they have one bathroom. We get up at 5:30 every morning for school. They go to two different schools. You can't be hogging the bathroom like that, so you need your own space. Not because she begged and pleaded and asked me for a vanity, but my friend was like, the amount of times you had to talk to her and repeat yourself and do this and she don't do that. If it was me, I wouldn't be getting her nothing. And I was like, understandable,
Mm,
but at the same time, is the thing that I'm getting her going to help me in the long run with
mm,
how I have to handle my day and my morning, with me being the only adult in here. And it was more so a 50-50 thing where yes, this is for you.
mm,
Um,
mm.
but this is
Okay.
also an incentive for you to step into your maturity that you claim you want to become and be.
Mm,
But it's also like I'm diffusing pre arguments or she's still in the bathroom or just nonsense. And it's just like, that's what it is. It's not Anya asked me for an iPhone 17 and I got that for her birthday. No, ma'am. You know,
okay.
so
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not doing that. And so, it's a lot of times too, I listen to a variety of my friends who have also been around since the girls were growing up. And I have to also keep in mind, do they have kids?
Mm.
They understand what I am dealing with personally, from that perspective versus they do have kids and what's their perspective on it. So I listen to it and I take it in, but I'm not always going to do what they think.
Yeah, and you're doing the right thing. That's why I'm asking the people with kids, people without kids, people of different ethnicities, all that. I want to. This is culture. Like, how big is Christmas and gift giving is part of your culture? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's something I think is important. Hey, Court, welcome in.
I think it was bigger when I was little too.
Hey y'all.
Hi, because my mom took us to like a Pentecostal church that her parents went to.
Hmm.
So it was bigger. It was more of a big deal.
Them jeans, dresses, and skirts.
Okay, it was
Not
more
even
of a
skirts,
big deal.
dresses.
And then when my mom became a Jehovah Witness, it was just like
Mm,
this is a regular day. It changed real quick. And so I just grown to be okay with, if we do celebrate it, great. If we don't, great. If
yeah,
somebody does give a gift, good. If not, my mom was just like, "Is there something you want on a Tuesday?" Yes. Okay. Do you deserve it? Here. It wasn't like if we don't have Christmas, we get nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't
yeah.
really a big deal later on.
Okay, okay. The question that hey, and once again, hey Tanya, the question we're asking now: should children always receive a gift for Christmas, no matter what? That's and that you what's up, Devontae? That's considering the family budget. That's considering their behavior. That's just all these things. Put these factors in. Should they receive a gift?
Mhm.
I think it depends on how you raise your kids.
Mm,
Um, I we grew up very poor, so
beat.
there was Christmases we didn't get anything. My kids, I always made sure they understood the meaning, but also my kids, we would volunteer from Thanksgiving to Christmas. That was a big thing, and still to this day they miss it. Um, because we haven't done it as often. But I just remember when they were younger, like I would buy them gifts, but um, as time went on, their list got shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, and um, we had just got to the point where we would say, let's say they would want something like AirPods or something. That would be like their Christmas gift. It was just like one big thing. And even now, like Christmas, my kids don't expect anything at all. And I think that it just depends on how you raise them and what you instill in them. As little kids, I do believe that every little kid should have a gift. And I do know, y'all, that is probably because of my childhood trauma, because there was Christmases that I didn't have none. So I am a big believer in that. That little kids should at least have one.
I agree with you, Miss Tanya. Like little kids, yes. Now, once
Mm-hmm.
I feel like once they get old enough, then they know the gravity and about how, like, hey, you have to have these things in line, meaning your grades, your attitude, your behavior.
Mhm.
Maybe if it fits in the budget, whether you get it on Christmas or after, yes, you can get a gift. However, like little
Mm-hmm.
kids, all they gonna know is, hey, why does this person get this, and then they don't understand that. But then
Yeah.
I grew up where, like you said, I had Christmas gifts and Christmas, like big Christmases, and I also had small ones. And it's to the point where it's just like my son, a gift to him is a pack of socks, because he gonna look at them and he gonna walk around and smile and be like socks.
Let me tell you something. I miss a Christmas when they were 5 and under. No opinions, no gripe, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You could put the smallest thing in the package. They just happy to rip it open. Now, oh my god. Mm-mm-mm.
So this is
So,
coming from a person who does not have children.
Mhm.
Um, the only thing I can really go based off of is my childhood and what I witnessed from the children in my family. So I grew up where I always got gifts, but I got gifts and things year round. So when Christmas came around, it was a situation that I was kind of already used to that. It never dawned on me that I wouldn't get a gift for Christmas. Um, Literally all throughout my childhood. Now, as I'm older, I see that people with children would want to make, and let me back up. I was not a bad kid. So I feel like everything I got, I deserved. But that's also coming from a daddy's girl. So there's that. Um,
mhm.
um, but I didn't just act out or do anything that would necessarily, warrant me getting gifts or the act of gift giving taken away from me.
Yeah.
But I can see that if your child is acting out or they're bringing home bad grades, or whatever the case may be, if it's within the budget and they're still acting out, I can see how that can be taken away. I don't believe in rewarding that type of behavior. Um, Now, of course, if it's not in the budget, then that's a whole separate conversation. Um, but that's not like Miss Tanya said, the whole gift giving aspect is not what Christmas is about. And even though I did receive things for Christmas, my parents made sure to instill in me and my brother that, hey, this is just a byproduct of what we do on Christmas. Yes, but this is not what the point of Christmas is, if that makes sense.
Can we get an amen?
Amen.
Hey
Amen.
man,
Okay.
Amen.
I think I think for me, because I grew up in a big family, it didn't. I I don't remember like being really upset about not getting gifts, because that was a time Christmas was big in my family where everybody came together. My cousin's birthday was on Christmas. My mom, my aunt, and my first cousin, their birthday was the day after Christmas. We would
Mm,
do Christmas and then we would do a birthday party.
lit.
So um, that was, to me, that meant more to me than anything. That's what I miss more than anything. Growing up, in regards to like the family getting together and all that. But I just want to know, did y'all tell y'all kids about Santa? Because I don't know if y'all want to know my story about how I told my kids wasn't no
I
Santa.
told them that wasn't real. I said you got gifts from people that love and care about you.
Oh,
Period.
okay, okay, okay. No, I want to hear all this. I want to hear all this because I want to hear that
Well,
foundation.
I
And let me read chat real quick. The
school.
chat is saying, H is for Heather. I don't believe that everything requires taking Christmas away instead of addressing the issues. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. But go ahead, Tony.
Okay, the way I personally was raised, it was neither one of my parents, not even my grandparents, was just like, if you don't do something, Santa's not coming. They
Mm,
never. The only time I heard about Santa was like watching obviously Christmas movies.
mm,
I got older, my dad was just like, why would I tell y'all, or why would I let y'all believe that some man basically broke into the house and gave y'all the gift that I spent my money on? And I was just like, so we were kids. It's just like up until now, when you realize that we never said anything about Santa, what was you broken? I was just like, no, because y'all didn't say who got the gifts. Y'all was just like, Merry Christmas. And then after that, it was just we knew who the presents came from. So me and my sister tried to change it for the younger siblings and stuff like that, but that didn't last long because one of them was just like Santa Claus is not real. I don't believe him. He's a cartoon character.
What? What?
So I know what the question is, but I have to insert this here.
Go ahead.
And again, this is the person who doesn't have children. I have to say this to the parents that do. I don't like seeing parents manipulating their children into acting a certain way by saying, I'm going to take Christmas away from you, or I'm going to take your birthday away from you.
Mm,
For me, I understand to a certain point, but I feel like the behaviors should be addressed whether or not or their birthday or whatever gift giving event was even there. And what made me think about it is what I think you said it was Heather who said that in the chat.
Heather said exactly what you just said.
Yes, I don't like because that's manipulation,
yeah,
but we're not gonna get into that.
No, we can.
but
I
it
would love
is.
to.
Oh, we
I would
can.
love to. I would love to.
It's the
Um,
initiation of white lies.
because when you say white lies, say that. Elaborate on that.
It's the initiation of white lies, meaning um, I'm going to say something you might not like in order to get you to do something I want you to do. And you're teaching your child how to manipulate people too. And you're not going to get to choose later on when they get to turn that on or not, whether your intention was a good intention or not, because that's how we have grown adults saying, well, I have good intentions, I did X, Y, and Z, you need to do this because I did this for you. No, that's manipulation. You did it in order to get something in return. And when parents do that, you train your child to be okay with telling people things in order to get something in return, not because it was genuine. And
Hmm.
you just snowballing a bigger issue. So yeah.
So, so my perspective. No kids. No kid. No none from these Weibos. Okay. Um, I don't look at it as a white lie unless you intend it to be a white lie. But I don't believe a lot of these children believe in consequences anymore.
Right.
Not to the point that even children. I don't believe a lot of people believe in consequences anymore. If because it was like if you do this, you're gonna lose this. Like because I ain't even talking about discipline as far as spanking and physical discipline. Do we take away anything from them? Do we even believe in timeout anymore? What is the way I can talk about discipline, but like Christmas is a holiday that everybody doesn't celebrate, by the way, too. Okay. And we could talk about like and the traditions have changed. Like, okay, you don't believe in Santa Claus. A lot of people don't even believe in Jesus. And now you have a day where we celebrate more commercialism and capitalism rather than love and togetherness. If we keep it in a buck, the main focus of a lot of these children is a focus of what they're going to open under that tree. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right.
But if a because the next part we're gonna talk about, hope it open up. But if a child or even an adult, if you're doing something that is not, because that's the thing, is Christmas just you just get gifts? Is that the focus? Because that's what I'm saying. If you don't even like the point of giving, is that it? It's no being appreciative of what you have. 'Cause I've seen kids open a plethora of gifts and don't say thank you, don't say thank you God, don't say I'm appreciative, and they go back to right to their failing grades. They go right back to disrespecting their parents and other people in the community. And but the thing is, but I see people. I've seen people go into extreme debt. It's movies about this. I've seen people go. I make sure make Facebook. I'll make sure my kids have whatever they want on their tree. I do all this for them, and then begging and do a GoFundMe for get they keep their lights on the next month in January.
Let me tell you something. It's always been, even when I was little, parents who buy their kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Listen,
whole.
I talk about one of my best partners. Man,
Hmm.
this dude was bad. I was a straight A student. Listen, you can say I'm hating, being jealous, and now whatever. We grown now. But I tell them all the time, you was one of the worst kids. Used to cuss your mama out. You used to fail in classes and all that. You used to play all day, class clown, but have the best Christmas. Did that benefit him as an individual, as a child at that moment?
No.
No.
You raised him to turn into a man who pushes boundaries because he never saw the.
Ooh, I can
But
go down the
again,
line.
it's like I said, it depends on how you raise your kids.
Agree.
We were when my niece, my sister and I are 9 years apart. So when she had my niece, I was in middle school, and we always went above and beyond to play the Santa thing. Like my brothers got into it. We made sure that they would go outside throwing rocks on the house, for the reindeer and all that. But we taught her, and I did the same thing with my kids, about the spirit of Christmas and what Christmas really means.
Mm,
And
say that.
again, like I said, it depends on how you choose to raise your kids, and. But I know with our kids, we did the whole Santa thing. Um, my brother stepping in powder, and my kids making cookies for Santa. We did all of that until their mama crashed out one Christmas
Hmm.
because it was coming up to Christmas, and my son was just him and my daughter was just like going at it, and my son was acting up in school. And I just remember it maybe a couple of days before Christmas, and I just got so mad. I just told him like, "Do you have a gun?"
Look,
And
look,
I heard him
look.
say something about
Santa
Santa.
don't want
You
people
never
to
know.
people. Santa don't want you to even share the story. You cut all the way out. You turn it. Look, whatever spirit did not want you to
Oh, I'm
share
so.
that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me? I'm about to prison. I apologize. I'm about to prison, so it cuts out as soon as I get right there about to
Okay, we
prison.
can hear you better now.
But I crashed out because I was like, they made me so mad, y'all. I was just like, there's no Santa. I work hard. Me and your daddy work hard about it. And I just told them like there was no Santa, yada yada yada, right? And I was like, you know what? Y'all not getting nothing. I'm taking everything that I bought back. Now my kids know when I say something, I'm not playing. It's not a
Yeah,
joke.
it's no
If their
white
daddy
lie.
said it, yeah. If their daddy said it, they know like they gonna get it, right?
Yeah.
So why did my son get up Christmas and I heard him tell my daughter, see, Macy, I told you Santa was gonna come anyway, even though Mama took him back. So it was
Mm,
the whole Santa thing was still there, you know.
mm. Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
it was it from there is when I really said, okay, now I gotta stop, go back to the spirit of because these gifts, this is not making a difference with them, you
Yeah.
know.
And that kind of touches on what my brother Priority Mail says right here in the chat is Christmas is not about the presents under the tree, but the presents. Uh, Hallelujah.
Mhm.
Around the tree. Okay.
That'll preach all on its own.
And,
Woo!
and that's my point. I think a lot of people forget the reasons for the season, or people their reasons for the season may truly be gifts. Once again, watching the Righteous Gemstones, hilarious show. Oh, hilarious show. But when they Uncle Baby Billy didn't think he was gonna get a gift. And they were like, "Oh man, we couldn't get you nothing last minute, whatever." And he's like, "Oh man, it's all right. This it is." And they're like, "Psych, we got you something last minute. We go, man. We got all this. We gonna make it happen." You're like, "Whoa, good," because I was gonna be mad in motherfucker. Like we was gonna have a problem. Like it was gonna burn out. It was like people are like that. People like, listen. I've been without gifts before. Okay, me, I understand that mindset. I understand that behavior. Even as an adult, I'm at least gonna get a gift for my loved one. You know, I try to listen. Thank you for joining the club, Antonia. Once again, if y'all want to join this, we ain't gonna be streaming. We got 5 more minutes on TikTok and YouTube, y'all. Y'all know we still doing the same thing. That we're gonna be just us on our people with StreamYard. But the hard thing is, it's like, man. It don't matter how big or small, as long as we get something for one another and show that we appreciate one another. But I've seen people that like, oh, you didn't give me a gift? No, you grown. You didn't, and you don't get nobody else nothing. But the people have something to expect. So with
Okay, so let me
Christmas,
ask that question.
go
At
ahead, go
what
ahead.
age does the gift giving, and I'm using this word very loosely, expectations stop?
Yeah,
Like at
15.
what age do you no longer receive gifts?
Well, it's not that
me.
you no longer
uh,
receive gifts, but if it's not intentional and it
Right,
ain't
right.
it ain't you came out my vagina, don't look over here unless if I give it to you.
Me. Somebody go get me a gift. I don't know about y'all. I don't care how old I get. You know, y'all speak for yourself. I can be. Exactly. Renata said, "When you dead, like, what you mean? Like, somebody, I expect to get from everybody. What we talking? Like, I'm worse on my
No, but I'm
birthday.
saying the reason I asked that is because of what you just said. You said no, you grown. So at what grown age, quote unquote, do you no longer receive gifts?
Well, it depends. Okay, for so Pete, the person I'm talking about is like they in their 50s. Okay,
Mm,
now if we're doing like a gift giving exchange, yes,
Mm-hmm.
we always go give a gift. That's the point.
Right.
But even if we have an agreement to do a gift, I've had this happen before, where we do what's it called, a Secret Santa.
yeah.
My
Mm-hmm.
Secret Santa didn't get me shit.
Ooh.
Mm.
And I balled out for my person.
Mm.
I never stay within the limit. I'm that type of lover. Okay,
Mm.
you always gonna get more out of me.
Facts.
But you know what? I gotta chalk it up. But the year I got that same person again, and that person was like, "Oh, baby, I didn't even get you nothing. We cool. We matching each other's energy." They felt so offended. I'm like, "But you don't have nothing for me.
Mhm.
What are we here? What are you mad about, baby?"
Uh,
But it's like, but that's growth. I said, "Cause we all grown. We keep going." And I'm reading the chat right now. I go out with my grown kids and husband for birthday, and big gifter. Like just all the way to celebrate. But no matter what, like I said about Thanksgiving, I don't care about the food. I don't care about the gifts for Christmas. I care about my family. This is time I get off to spend time with them, share memories, either playing cards, eating, or seeing the kids open gifts or people seeing something they like. I give you a gift anytime. That's like me and my baby. We give gifts to each other all year round. So we don't need a special holiday to give a gift to one another. We are the gift to one another. The Lord is the gift for us and the Holy Spirit within us in total. So it's steady being a gift. But I understand people need something to show appreciation to each other one time. But before, we rolling, because before we get off of the tube and the talk, I want to make sure to get this, because since we talking about just behaviors at Christmas,
mm.
if one of your children took part in assaulting, or some people might say jumping, that pregnant woman in Chicago,
Woo.
how will you discipline your child or redirect them? Will they have a Christmas?
No.
I'm gonna jump down.
Well,
Ooh.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that
That's the
because you know
nicest
we
way to
got the
say it.
CPS reporter, CPS reporter on here with us. I ain't want to put him on.
Yeah, and see,
I'm
I was
just
just
saying
about to say this had to
they
be
would
hammer
not be
on
sitting
before
down
I
for Christmas
answer.
dinner. I'm just saying.
Just like
Because it's
depending
no way.
on no, no, you're not getting a Christmas. You better hope and pray you get a birthday.
I need bail money, boy. Let me tell you. Listen.
I ain't
Christmas,
never said
first of all,
Hold
they
on.
would
But
be in
y'all say
jail.
Christmas is always something. We were just talking about moving over to over Christmas, though, right?
No. I
but we
said,
all said depending on
No,
the
I know.
behavior.
Christmas will be the least of their worries. I'll say that.
Mm.
I'm telling you, because I don't know if y'all saw the interview with the other mother.
Right.
I don't know if y'all saw the interview with the other mother.
Uh,
I guarantee that child still gonna get gifts. Nothing was learned. Nothing was happening. That fake
But you
apology.
could tell on the child's face. Oh, she gonna get over
Listen, because and it is, hey, Juicy J, we know who you are, but
it.
the hard thing for me is I'm seeing a lot of that. If y'all watch the whole video, that's a hard video to watch.
I ain't watch it. I don't
That's a hard video to watch.
very.
That's a
Yeah,
man because
very.
woo wee. Okay, that was a pregnant. Listen, I'm not. Listen, I was watching. The only thing I was just talking to Juicy J. The only thing they caught me off guard, and I called kids are cruel. Okay, there's a lot of kids are cruel. But when they said, "Oh, your ankles ashy," and I looked, I was like, ankles are extremely ashy. But that's no reason. Then they started the pushing, the grabbing, like it was bad. Like it was like, cause it wasn't just about the mama. They were stomping out the kids too while they were beating up on the mom. I would, once again, as a man, if I was the husband, I would like my man. My brother said right there, I'm blacking out. I don't know what I do. Honestly, my homeboy sent me this like the day it got popular, went viral, and I legit responded to him. I can't even say nothing about that right now. Truly can't. I can't. What happened to spit around and spoil the child? This is the aftermath, man. But it's the direction. Well, and that's what I say. It's the direction. It's the spoiling. It's not having any type of discipline. There's no
respect for your parents when
Respect.
you think
Yes,
not.
thank you,
when you
Shan.
think
That's
you could go
exactly what I
outside
was
and
thinking.
disrespect other grown adults, and that's what that is. That didn't
Mm-hmm.
start with
It
her
didn't.
or
You're right.
those other kids going outside. These kids today have
Yeah.
no respect for their parents. They don't care what their parents are gonna think. They don't care what their parents are gonna do. They shrug it and they go outside and they're lawless.
But what if
That's
the parents
because they
support what they're
parents.
doing?
That's because the parents want to be the little friend nowadays.
Man, and it's been like that for some time. Like even with this Chris, because when I was thinking, I put these two together, because someone I know, child cut up left and right, but they celebrate their child like they're a straight A student, like they don't get in trouble at all. I'm like, but the stuff they're doing is
Baby
like
smell like the mom.
criminal offenses. Okay, I just see I see that path coming together. So with these kids, I say as a parent, like I said, I'm hearing what y'all saying, but I saw one parent was like, y'all do what y'all want. It's like it's in between. One parent is very overprotective, not really going to help the situation. Another parent's like, good luck in life. They about to get you.
It's like the other kid that was in the classroom and swung at that teacher.
Oh, and
And
that teacher,
that teacher
meek.
defended himself back. The mom is on the video. Yes, he did this. He did this to my son, and that, ma'am, your son was out of pocket.
Big
You don't
time.
want to talk about that on this video? And that's what it is. A lot of these kids know that they can play victim with their parents and they can get that sympathy when in the beginning you were the instigator and you were the starter of this issue. And when your parents do not hold you accountable, you will never be accountable to anybody else in society. And that's the problem.
But we've gotten away from everybody was your parent. If you was
Man,
outside, if
community.
you was at That was your parent.
Yes.
And my mama was that parent that was gonna whoop everybody's ass. It's a whole bunch of little white boys out here who got their ass whooped by this black woman, right? And they love her to death. They tell everybody, Mama Eva was gonna get us, right? But I think that what has happened, they see their parents disrespecting adults.
Mm.
Yes.
They see their parents disrespecting probably their grandma
Yeah.
and they aunties and they uncles, that's what they see. And then too, just like I think Shan said it best when she said, they want to be their friend, and then too, like not sure they would rather take up for their child doing bad in school
Hmm.
with the principals, the teachers, instead of correcting them. There is no way my mama would have came up to that school and took up for me because she would have whooped my ass at that school. Like that's what I knew about my mama if I acted up. But they're not willing to do that. They'd rather they child call and lie and run up to the school and take up for them. And that is what these kids say.
And
That's just why the kids act the way they do.
and let's be real. We got different demographics here. We got different ages in here. Okay, we got different decades in here. We had someone in my decade too. Okay, I'm 2000, graduated 2004, and I had some classmates that were like these kids now.
Mm.
All right,
Same.
so I can't say and I can't say, oh, this is new. No, we had it when I was coming up
Well,
too.
we had one or two kids in our class.
But the point of we had it
Yes, we had it. One or two kids. Now it's 15 compared to the 24 that's in
because
the class.
but that's how things gonna grow. That's just what it is. That's something that I peeped. Cause like, listen, my auntie would come up to the court. Well, she would come to school act the fool for me. But guess what? I was one of them kids that, nah, auntie, it's no reason to act the fool. Nah, I did that
Hmm.
because I respect. Because my auntie, she laid down the groundwork when I started living with her, and I'm respectful. She was like, don't get a girl pregnant. Don't go to if you go to jail, I ain't bailing you out, and don't have me out here looking stupid.
Yes, that part right there. And
Okay,
these kids don't care how stupid their parents look. They
like
don't care
listen,
how stupid their parents look. They don't care if they come up there and
Oh,
talk to
because
the
they
teacher.
parent looking stupid. Where they go?
I don't know what I did. Hold on, with my guy. Hold on. And prior to Marcel, these kids are internal victims in the victims of Olympics because
Mm.
they were raised to be that. Look what we see on television. Look what we see on social media. It's okay. Look like I just talked about the DoorDash girl a couple weeks ago. I know I didn't stream it, but remember how some of y'all, not none of my people in here, but some of these people on TikTok was like coming in my comments, sending me DMs, like you could be wrong, or arguing with me. And now this woman that got arrested and charges being pressed against her. I
As
don't
they
be- like
should.
listen, and there's nothing new. That's been everything she said was incriminating. But once again, people got their opinions and they be dead ass wrong. Blind leading the blind out here,
And
baby.
if they was a man, there wouldn't be that conversation.
Blind leading the blind out here. Either way,
As,
like we got the Bengals sick. We just got to make more sense of things.
as the resident younger person here and on TikTok,
For now,
yeah, I will be getting my ass. I'll still be picking up damn teeth if I did any, if I even helped my friend hold down or stump somebody
even
while
if
they
you
was
was,
cussing
even
somebody.
if you saw it and you didn't tell them to stop and break it up,
If
I'm
you
Oh,
getting
I
the
will
stood
whooping.
there
be
and you
picking my teeth
recorded,
up
I
at
let my
my
girls
grown
know, don't
age.
you ever record nothing like that.
Woo,
And
man.
then it's also the simple fact that to me, and I said this earlier about something that happened at Clark Atlanta and Morehouse. Nowadays, you can tell who actively had grandparents in their life and had people that they respect in their life. Them kids need they ass handed to like the old
So,
school go outside and pick a switch ass whoopings.
I'm gonna say this, and we go jump off the talk, and we go jump off the tube. As adults, I've seen a lot of people's take on this. Okay,
Hmm.
And they're like, man, and I saw one woman say, I want to go out and just find some kids, square up with them. You the weirdo. Because it's people waiting to abuse children.
Yep.
Mm.
I am never going to excuse the behavior that happened. Like, there need to be discipline in the house, and it need to be discipline in the community that's going to give out legally for these children and for these parents for what happened. It has to be, because once again, and more and more I read about this case, the reason why they jumped on this woman is because this woman had sickle cell.
Mm.
They were teasing their mother because their mother had sickle cell. And then you can obviously see when she's trying to protect the children, walk with them, she's at least 7 to 9 months pregnant.
Mm-mm-mm.
So it's but the people in, like, they talking about people looking for you in Chicago. They're talking about physically assaulting these children. They talking about unaliving these kids. It's a lot of, like, it's the pitchfork mentality that's happening. And it's a lot of weirdos out here that hate children already, and they just want to target them. That's the wrong thing to do.
And don't forget the weirdos that
Appreciate it,
just want to
brother.
make a name for themselves.
Exactly. Exactly. So we gotta be there. Why daddy didn't walk with her was, I don't know that situation. Let's get it right now. I don't know. These are questions we that may come up, may not. But no matter what happened, it was inappropriate the way it happened. You know, because their daddy could be working. No, we don't know the situation. But I just want to let y'all know, TikTok, YouTube, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next Sunday. We may do a little earlier. Let me know how y'all feel about this format here that we have with StreamYard. We're trying something new, but we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. The support is always needed. Donate to Everything Culture. We hey, it's for growth of the platform. Y'all have a great evening. Peace. Boop, boop, boop. Hold on, make sure like, ooh, they got outros and all that. Boom. Okay, boom. All right. See y'all later.